Hello, welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you for joining me today live on Facebook. I apologise for background noise, and apparently my voice has gone funny as well. That's just as I start filming, because that's the way things work. I have the window open because it is so hot, hence why I'm also in a scruffy t-shirt. It does actually say do more what makes you happy, but it's right down to the bottom and without showing you everything. You don't want to see that, so I'm not going to show you it. So welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you so much for joining me here on Facebook, or if you're watching the replay on YouTube. I have a new phone since I last did Facebook Live, and it's a little bit darker than it normally is, so do let me know if there's any problems with you seeing or hearing me, because this is the first one I've done on this phone. So I have heaps and heaps to share with you. I've got 2 card projects for you today, and loads of information about the 2 fabulous offers we've got in July. So we have got the buy 3 get 1 free and the Stampin' Up joining offer. I shall tilt down and show you them because it's probably easier to see that way, because they'll at least be the right way around. If I show you like this, everything's backwards, or it is at least on my phone. I don't know if it actually is once it gets onto Facebook. I can't remember. So, are you ready? Let's turn you around and tilt you on down past my coffee and my messy desk. Let's just get you all, I don't know what that is, a bit of cardboard on my desk, you know, all the usual stuff. I've been working already this morning, so I've got kind of part completed projects and all sorts going on. Oh, sometimes you've got to work on a Sunday. I love working a weekend. I don't know if anybody else. I get loads more done if I work a weekend than I do if I work in the week. So, and now because my day job is full on Monday to Friday, about 6 in the morning till about 6 at night, I only get a chance to do stamping on weekends. But I do love it, so that's all good. Right, first things first, let's do the joining offer one first, because this, for me, this is the best deal all year. This is, Stampin' Up are calling it the Stamping Pad Family Promotion, which I think is a bit bizarre, but I'll call it the July joining offer. I would love, 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 love to welcome you into my team during July. There are loads of reasons for that, but I just want you to get the best deal. The Stampin' Up starter kit is always the greatest deal. It is a fabulous just opportunity more than anything else. As product, you get to choose £130 worth of anything at all in this catalogue or on the website. So you could pick, if you wanted to pick clearance items, you can do that, because I did that in mine. To make up £130, you can't go over 130, you can go under 130. And I think this morning I did put, or it might be going up this afternoon, I think it's scheduled for this afternoon actually, there is a suggested starter kit going up on this Facebook page, and there's some more that's going up on my blog this coming week. But so you could choose anything you like, up to the value of £130. You pay only £99 for that. I think that's a bargain for a start. That's £31 worth of free stuff. And you don't pay postage on that order either. But during July, Stampin' Up are going to give you 10 free ink pads. Now, let me just work this out. I know how much 10 ink pads is, but each ink pad is worth £7 each. Okay? The bundles of 10 that we have in the catalogue, I've got £63 in my head, but I don't know why. Yes, because that's with the 10% off. So if you bought 10 individual ink pads, it would be £70. If you buy a pack of 10 of the kind of collections, so if you bought the brights, the subtles, the regals or the neutrals, it would cost you £63. However, one of these bundles isn't available in that catalogue, and that is the In Colours bundle. So these 10 colours here, you get in packs of 5. So the Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Comic Clever and Blueberry Bushel are this year's In Colours. And Powder Pink, Lemon Lime Twist, Berry Burst, Tranquil Tide and Fresh Fig are last year's In Colours. We can get them in 2 packs of 5, but we can't get them in a pack of 10. So your starter kit is £130 worth of fabulous Stampin' Up product of your choosing. That isn't a Stampin' Up haven't picked £130 worth of stuff. You get to choose that amount, you know, those products, and then you get to pick one of these colour collections as well. I think my personal favourite is either the Brights or the Regals. Can't decide which one because they're just beautiful. I think I like them because they make a pretty rainbow. That's basically the only reason. I like a pretty rainbow. So if you want any more information about joining Stampin' Up, the link up here if you're on Facebook and down below if you're on YouTube will take you to my joining page over on my blog. From there is a direct link to purchase your starter kit. If you want to know any more information, just drop me a message, that's absolutely fine. The other offer we've got in July is the buy 3 get 1 free designer series paper offer. So we have got 10 packs of designer series paper that are included in this, which isn't all the packs of designer series paper in the catalogue, just to warn you. So Nature's Poem, Twinkle Twinkle, Under the Mistletoe, Animal Expedition, Best Route, Petal Promenade, which is my absolute current favourite, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, Tranquil Textures, Garden Impressions, Tropical Escape and the Wood Textures designer series paper are all available in this offer. So you can choose any 3 of those. You could get 3 packs of Nature's Poem and get a 3rd pack of Nature's Poem for free. You can do that. Or you could choose Nature's Poem, Twinkle Twinkle and Under the Mistletoe as 3 packs and then get Petal Promenade for free. Absolutely, totally your choice. I think this deal is amazing. I'm not usually a pattern paper person. I like stamping. But this year's pattern papers are just beautiful. So that's those, aren't they? I mean, there's a bit of a hint on the bottom here and there's a hint up the top, but I would suggest you go click over to the web store and have a look at them because they are absolutely beautiful. And if you can pick 4, and that's amazing because I can't pick 4 that I want them all. Just give me them all. Right, shall we get on with the card? I have 2 card projects for you today, one that I have already made and one that I haven't. So shall we do the one that I have made first? Because I know what I'm doing with that one. This is this card here. Look at this paper. This is the Petal Promenade paper. It is absolutely stunning. I love this paper so much that it is my sweet share for July. All the details for that coming to you tomorrow. It is something brand new that I'm doing, kind of crafty kits based around a suite of products. So it's £20 and you get heaps and heaps of stuff that all coordinates. It's all like papers, embellishments and ribbons and things. There's no stamps in there, but you can always have the stamps as an extra. That's absolutely not a problem. But like I said, all the details are coming about that tomorrow. But I thought we would make this a fabulous card today. Isn't it beautiful? I just love that. I could look at these papers all day long. I think they are absolutely stunning. The stamp set and dies that coordinate with that paper are the beautiful Promenade stamp set and the beautiful Layers Thinlits dies. These are available as well with a 10% off. So if you buy them together under one item code, you get 10% off. They are available separately as well. But why would you do that when you can get 10% off? I don't know. People do. People genuinely do. But you get the bundle price. It's a bargain. All right. So I have got, I've done a bit of pre-stamping. I have got a card base of Thick Very Vanilla, which is one of the colours of cardstock that are in the kits coming to you tomorrow, but it's also in the coordinating pack of cardstock. So all of the Stampin' Up designer series papers have coordinating packs of cardstock now, which I think is really cool. And you get the designer series paper, and then as an extra there's a pack of cardstock, A4 cardstock, that has 3 colours of card in that match the colours of the designer series papers. So actually I'll show you in the catalogue. On the page with the designer series papers, there it is. So we've got Petal Promenade, there it is. And I mean, that picture does not do it justice at all. But you've got your pack of designer series paper. Underneath, you've got a list of all the colours that are in it. So you can see that this particular pack of paper has Blushing Bride, Fresh Fig, Grapefruit Grove, Highland Heather, Mossy Meadow, Petal Pink, Sahara Sand, Smoky Slate, Tranquil Tide, Very Vanilla and Whisper White in it. That's quite a lot of colours, to be fair. But it means that you can add those ink pads, you can coordinate with the ribbons, and then you've got the Petal Promenade cardstock pack next to it, which is a separate item code, but it contains Mossy Meadow, Petal Pink and Thick Very Vanilla. So you can you've got that coordination. One of the many, many, many things I love about Stampin' Up is their coordinated products. You are not going to have to stress and worry about, is this cardstock going to match this ribbon? Because it is, because it's the same colour. Right, so I've got that thick Very Vanilla card base. I have then got a piece of very vanilla cardstock, which I think is standard weight because it's just out of my scraps bin. And I have cut that to 8 centimetres by, I'm going to say 12.8, but I can't remember. I'll measure it and I will pop all the details. I'll be on a blog post which will go up this afternoon. And then I've got a load of kind of scrap pieces of the Petal Promenade stamp set, designer series paper. And this paper is beautiful. On one side is a floral, and on the other side they're all kind of marbles, or that one's kind of that fun kind of, is it bokeh print, that's just beautiful. So, and I've used 4 pieces, I think it's 4 pieces or 3 pieces, yeah, 3 pieces. And then I've used both sides. So I've got 3 florals and 3 kind of non-florals. And why is it that whenever I get on Facebook Live, either my nose blocks or runs like a tap? Right. Probably too much information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out these pieces. So I'm going to kind of put a floral and then a pattern, and then another floral, and I'm going to layer them up like that, put that one on the top, and stick them down, and that's all I've done. Really, really, really quick and simple. So I'm going to grab my snail, and I'm going to run a piece of snail along the bottom edge, so it's just on the bottom edge of that piece of designer series paper, and then I can line it up onto that piece of cardstock. And I'll take another piece of designer series paper, another piece of snail along the bottom edge, and then I'm going to insert that in there like that, and the same all the way up until I reach the top, which I think is fun. Look at that. Really, really quick and simple. That one there, and then the top one I can put kind of more designer series paper on. So no, designer series paper, snail adhesive, because that's going to stick right there at the top. And that, look at that panel. I just think that's so pretty. Right. I need to come up. Why am I not organised today? I think because I've been up since about 5 o'clock this morning. Just been one of those. It's so hot. You can't sleep, can you? Because it's too hot. And then, oh yeah, brain is not engaged at all. So I've then got 2 label punches. I've got the pretty label and what I think is the classic label. I can never remember what they're called. And I'm going to punch the pretty label out of Fresh Fig. And then I have got the sentiment that says "You are loved," and I'm going to grab my Fresh Fig ink. And I've got a piece of scrap as well, and I'm going to stamp that in Fresh Fig on there. Look at that. Oh, I just think it's so pretty. Right, and I've got Fresh Fig on my finger, of course, because, you know, that's, yeah, how it works here. Get ink all over. Right, line that up in that punch. It's just really quick and easy. Now, this stamp set, let me just pull this out again because I've now piled everything up on my desk, has several kind of floral and leaf elements, and what I've done is I've stamped this one 3 times in Mossy Meadow, and then there is a coordinating die in the coordinating die set that die cuts that. It also die cuts a kind of more detailed version, so you could have a stamped one and then a completely die cut version, which I think is really pretty. So 3 of those, and I've also got some of the rose coloured metallic thread. So let's grab my snail again. I'm going to just pop a little bit of snail on the back of the leaves, and I'm going to layer them straight onto this Fresh Fig punched shape, like that. So 2 at the top and 1 down at the bottom. I'm going to grab a length of the rose coloured thread, I use either the tape that comes with it or a piece of washi tape to hold the thread onto the spool, because otherwise it has a habit of kind of bouncing off and it ends up in my ribbon drawer, wrapped around every other ribbon. So I'm going to wrap that thread around my fingers, just like that, create some loops, and then that's going to go down onto a piece of snail that I've popped onto that. I don't know how well you can see that, there we go. There, we're going to pop the ends in, and then I'll take 2 mini dimensionals and pop them onto the back of that label. Have my nails painted, well, I say have had my nails painted. I painted my nails this week for James's graduation on Thursday, and I now can't pick anything up. It's gonna have to come back off again, I think. Ready for me starting back at work tomorrow. I've been on holiday for a week. We went to Bristol earlier in the week, which was lovely, and it would have been brilliant if I hadn't have got an ear infection. I am still partly deaf in one ear and I'm still taking, I'm on antibiotic ear drops, which are an absolute pain because it means 3 times a day I have to sit down with my head over to one side, look really special. So we had loads of plans. We had 3 full days in Bristol, and we did absolutely nothing because I felt so dreadful. But it's okay, because it just means we'll have to go back again. The thing I really wanted to go to Bristol Zoo. I grew up in Bristol as a child, and used to go to Bristol Zoo on a fairly regular basis, but haven't been since I was about 8. And so my big thing for my holiday this year was I want to go to Bristol Zoo, because I'm 30 going on 3, and I didn't get to go. So we'll just have to go again. So I popped the designer scissors paper panel up on some dimensionals, and I'm going to do the same with the label punch, and that is our first card using that beautiful Petal Parade designer series paper that is in that flipping stunning offer. There we go, look at that. I think isn't that really pretty? And that sentiment could be anything. You could have a happy birthday on there. These would make really pretty sympathy cards, actually. I think that would be nice as well. So that's card number 1. Now the second card I have prepped, but I haven't made yet. So we'll see how well this one goes, shall we? Sorry, need coffee. Right. So I have a bundle of stuff. Set me stall out again. The designer series paper I've got is the Garden Impressions paper, and this is absolutely beautiful. It's watercolory. It's got that really painterly, very pretty. There are some pieces in this pack that are just stunning. This one in particular I love. This I love. There are a couple that I just go, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but it's okay because the back is that and it's stunning. Any paper with Night of Navy in it is a bit of a winner for me. And it's in the buy 3 get 1 free as well, so I think that's great. It coordinates with the Abstract Impressions stamp set. This stamp set has been all over Pinterest now for a couple of months because we had this one early as part of the demonstrator pre-order for the annual catalogue. But it has some stunning sentiments in it. This one here that says kindness changes everything is just beautiful. It's a lovely font. And then the dies that coordinate. I've already die cut this butterfly for the card today, but look at this. I mean, really, it's huge, this die. It's enormous. But it's beautiful. I have made a couple of cards with this one already. And I think they're all on my YouTube channel. So do pop over and have a look. I did some dry embossing with this die using the new Stampin' Up embossing mats, which are absolutely one of my top picks in this catalogue. I think they are beautiful. So I have already gone ahead and die cut that butterfly out of gold glimmer paper because I don't know about you or anybody else, but really intricate die cuts in glimmer paper just make my heart happy. I love that. I'm not a big sparkly girl. I like a lot of pink, can you tell? But I'm not into really blingy, sparkly, bit too much. But that I just think is gorgeous. Then I've got a card base in shaded spruce, and I have got 3 pieces of that designer series paper, and I've pre-cut some mats. Now, the dimensions of these are a little bit complicated, so I will put them on the blog post that will go up this afternoon. Once I've got this video done and finished and uploaded to YouTube, I will write a blog post to go along with them, with all the measurements and everything in. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these pieces of designer series paper onto the kind of mats of cardstock. And this is one of those cards that's really quick, really simple, and it's great to have in your kind of arsenal of cards that you make on a regular basis, because it's simple, but the effect is really pretty. So we've got our 3 panels, and I'm going to pop those onto the card base with snail as well. So line this one up with this edge, and I hopefully have cut them so that they will be the same all the way around. And I'm going to pop some snail onto the second one, and I'm going to line that up on the other edge like that, and then the middle one should fill the gap, she says, like that. Look at that paper, it is just beautiful. Love that. So then we've got our beautiful butterfly. We do need a sentiment, so let's grab that stamp set again. And I'm going to use the thank you, because I think that's probably the most used stamp sentiment in that stamp set, but they are all beautiful. And I'm going to stamp that down in Whisper White onto, no, I'm going to stamp that in shaded spruce onto Whisper White. Can you tell my ear infection's gone to my brain? Just, yeah, not functioning. Right. And then I'm going to hand cut this out. So I'm just going to take my snips and just really quickly, and you could use a trimmer to do that. You could, but I really like that just ever so slightly wonky effect. And I'm going to trim off the bottom and the side because I've got slightly rough edges because my trimmer needs a new blade and I haven't got around to putting one in yet. So that's that. And you could leave it like that and that would be very pretty. But I have got three different kinds of ribbons. I've got the gold metallic thread. I have got some mini sequins also in gold. And then I have got this. This is the lovely lipstick grosgrain ribbon. That is stunning. Look at that. Oh, is that going to focus on that at all? There we go. Look at that. It's really pretty. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just probably, not a lot, I don't need a lot of ribbon. Let me just fold this, yeah, probably about there. Yeah, that's how I measure my ribbon. I know, it's bizarre. Can't help it. Right, so I am going to take some tear and tape because it's a little bit stronger than snail. I'm going to pop a piece of just a tiny little square of tear and tape onto my card and take the backing off. Then I'm going to take that lovely ribbon and I'm going to run it that way and stick it down, and then this way and then back again, just like that. And then I can take some snail wherever I've lost it and pop, actually no I won't, I've got a bit of tear and tape left over. I'll pop some more tear and tape on the top, and I might need my craft pick to just take the carrier paper off there. And then I'm going to add a really small piece of the sequins. You really don't need a lot of mini sequins. They do, a little bit goes a long way. I've not got a full roll, I got a sample from somewhere or other. And because I only use maybe 3 inches of it at a time, it's lasting me forever. Right. Just some metallic thread. Again, with a piece of washi tape to hold it onto the top to stop it all unravelling everywhere. I'm going to create some more loops by wrapping that around my fingers. And I'll add that kind of down onto the top of there. Just sticking that straight down into that adhesive. And then all I need to do is pop the butterfly over the top. So I'm going to use some snail on the back of there to pop that onto there like that. Don't know how well it's going to stick. I don't mind that that's sticking off one edge either, by the way. That's one of those effects that I really like. Right, let's have another go with that. I think we might need a dimension underneath. All right, let's just, yeah, that'll be better. One dimensional under the top, and then one under the bottom. And I'm not too worried about seeing adhesive either. That doesn't bother me too much, because I don't think anybody's going to notice with that really busy paper underneath. And then final thing is just adding that sentiment. So 2 dimensionals, one either side. And I'm going to pop that just there. And that is 2 really quick and simple cards, actually, using the Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper. That is available in our buy 3 get 1 free offer. Let me grab those sheets out again and throw everything on the floor. So, super quick Facebook Live for me today. It's literally been half an hour, because I have got mountains of work to do, as I'm sure you can imagine. So, let me grab my cheat sheet. I've got the July Code Club code for you for this month, which is XK2JEE4R. If you add that into, when you place your Stampin' Up! Orders in my web store, if you add that into the box that says hostess code, you will get some fun goodies from me. I really want to get to sending some stamp sets out, because I haven't sent a stamp set out for ages. I need to get £150 worth of orders for that. I am aiming to get £200 worth of orders this month and a recruit. If I can get somebody in my team this month, I will promote. So I'm really pushing hard to get that promotion. I've been working towards it for a long time. So we've got the Stampin' Up! Joining offer, so you get those 10 ink pads completely for free to add to your £130 worth of kit. We've got the buy 3 get 1 free offer on Designer Series paper. And we've got my Stampin' by Hannah July Sweet Shares, which I will launch for you over on my blog tomorrow. Thank you ever so much for joining me for this super quick Facebook Live. And I will see you again really soon. Bye for now.